watching Capital Connection from the Illinois State Capitol.
President Trump's Agriculture Secretary, Sonny Perdue, visited Central Illinois this week, stopping at the Farm Progress Show in Decatur. Part of his message was to try and calm and alleviate fears among some farmers. We turn now to the Executive Director of the Illinois Pork Producers Association, Jennifer Tirey, joining us now. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me today.
We heard from some soybean farmers, from some crop farmers across the state, but haven't really heard yet from the producer side, people who represent pork farmers, hog farmers of this nature. So we often look at the trade war with China that Secretary Perdue was trying to talk about through the lens of corn and soybeans.
Right.
How does it impact pork producers and pork farmers, hog farmers, differently? Is there a...
It's devastating us right now. There's 62% tariffs on our product that is moving into China right now, which is obviously putting us at an unfair disadvantage with other countries that export to China. With this looming September 1st deadline, there will be yet another 10% added on. So we're going to have 72% tariffs on our product going into China.
That's an expensive bacon.
That's expensive bacon, yes. And the longer we're out of that market, the harder it's going to be to gain footing back in that market, especially with China having African swine fever right now. Yeah. They have lost a herd larger than our entire United States inventory. So they need pork. They need protein for their residents. That's
incredible. You mentioned the longer you're out of the market, the harder it may be to get back in. But there is that demand. Right. How much longer can this last?
We'd like it to end today, to be quite honest. Yesterday, the longer we are out of that market and have an advantage, or at least are on a level playing ground, that country is going to look for that product elsewhere, and it's going to be harder for us to get back in, because they do need the demand. They can't wait for our tariffs to drop. We are still exporting to China, but it's hurting our bottom line as U.S. hog producers because we're not getting the cost that we normally would.
Mm-hmm. So help us understand, we know China is the world's second largest economy. Mm-hmm. What part of, how big a customer is it to Illinois hog farmers, and how much of their their business portfolio is coming from China?
So to give you a perspective, the U.S. hog inventory is 75 million as of December 2018, the most recent U.S. hog report.
That's the number of animals?
That's the number of animals in the entire U.S. hog production going to market. In China, they've lost over 100 million from African swine fever. We export not only to China, but our product from U.S. is exported over 26% of our product is exported. A big portion of that goes to China.
So from that 26%,
probably between 10 to 15% was targeted just towards China. Our hog farmers right now are losing $8 per animal while this tariff war continues.
Interesting. So it seems like across the board, whether it's crops or whether it's animals, whatever it is, farmers are all saying, let's find a way out of this.
Right. And the market facilitation program that now is in its second round, thanks to Secretary Perdue and the administration, is a great kind of a gap. It fills an aid. But as our farmers are saying, we appreciate the aid, but we really need trade. Mm-hmm. And so that is a short-term fix, but the long-term fix is looking at getting rid of these tariffs. The most recent announcement about the trade agreement in Japan is a great win for our industry. Ratifying the USMCA would be another wonderful win for our industry, but we just need to see us get over the finish line on these trade agreements.
There was some discussion this week at the Farm Progress Show, and really, since Congress has been off during this August recess, about whether or not House Speaker Nancy Pelosi will bring up the USMCA for a vote. She holds the gavel. She has control of what bills come up there. Would it be a disappointment if she did not bring this up quickly upon return to business?
Yes, it would be a huge disappointment. Mexico is our largest importer of hams. And so, once again, they're still being exported to Mexico, but with these tariffs in place, those things, that's just a lower cost that our hog farmers are seeing back home. They still have the feed costs the same, they still have all their operating costs the same, but when their market price is lower, it's going to hurt their bottom line. It's going to put some of my independent guys out of business, and that's something we don't want to see happen.
All right, maybe a bit of a different question, but what's the best way to cook bacon? is?
The best way to cook bacon? Well, you know, you can always just fry it in a pan, but
I like to put it in. I like to roast it in the oven, or maybe put it on the grill even.
I roast it in the oven as well. I like to do that with a little rack and roast it in the oven.
400, maybe 425, 12 minutes or so.
Yeah, about 12 minutes. It depends on if you like it a little crispy or not. But yeah, I'm a big fan of roasting in the oven.
Okay, well, there you go. Your tips that you didn't expect here on Sunday morning.
Right.
All right, well, Jennifer Tyree from the Illinois Pork Producers Association, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're back in a moment.